Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Half-Life Mods. Do you remember that game that you used to play with your friends when you were little? The one where you'd stand on furniture and jump around the room trying not to land on the floor? Most people called it The Floor is Lava or something along those lines. Well, someone with a lot of free time on their hands decided to make a Half-Life mod based around this same premise, but it's called Don't Trust the Water. I don't really have much to say about the title screen though. I think it speaks for itself. So when the game begins, you're introduced to a zany cast of characters. From G-Man, a rat, this thing, and what I can only presume is your own corpse. So with them behind you, you start the game, and it's a platformer with a pretty single goal, not to fall in the water. Now I'm a pretty shitty crouch jumper, so this took me a decent bit of time. So after a bit of this, the game takes a full 180 turn, and next thing you know, you're teleported inside of a building. So now instead of jumping over water, the game is more styled like a classic FPS. And once in a while, the water returns, reminding you not to trust it. Now for the puzzles and the way the enemies were laid out, I actually found it really fun, but about halfway through the game, the frame rate dropped to about 5 FPS. And this remained in bursts for the rest of my time playing. I can only assume this was from poor optimization. My computer is a potato, but it's not that bad of a potato. But then between the zombies, aliens, turrets, and soldiers, the game kinda sets the water to the side. And by the time the game ends, it's hardly there at all. Considering the title of the game, I did expect more puzzles and more of the game to be based around the water. And on top of this, the game has a rather abrupt ending. You walk outside onto a floating island and the game just kinda stops. It's rather anticlimactic. Now it's obvious that this mod was made more for fun than anything, and I found the direction that the game took to be quite impressive. But with a failing frame rate, a lack of original content, and the water losing its prominent role as the game progresses, it's a fun little 20-minute game, but it doesn't really offer much beyond that. So for Don't Trust the Water, I'm giving 3 Kleiners out of 10. So thanks for watching another episode of Half-Life Mods. I was supposed to be reviewing a different mod, but I decided to review it at another time. So I decided to cover this one last minute. I've also been pretty busy lately, what with the tasty jams, going to work, and other stuff. Anyways, enough about me. You have a great rest of your day. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you soon.